We should be on, so yeah. Alright, hello everyone. Hope you're having a great marathon. I'm Sion, and I'm going to be running Shin Tensei 1 for the Super Famicom. With me, I have my commentators. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Filthy Blasphemer, indoor comfort enthusiast.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sim, and I also run this game occasionally.
Okay, so with that being said, I think we're just gonna start right in. Let me just pull up the chat. Okay, I'm good to go. Okay,
Game of
cool.
no RNG, let's go.
Awesome. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, as you can see right away, this game starts on turning on the console. That's because this uses JRTA timing, which starts at turning on the console and ends at watching the final cutscenes, like the credits. That's what they're called. And if the commentators don't want me to do that, I can also not do that. So yeah. So as you can see, this is Shin Tensei 1. The first thing that you're probably noticing is that this game is in Japanese. That is mostly and solely because this game never got localized in the West, or at least this version. I know already someone's going to correct me. There is, however, an English patch for this very version of the game, but because it's an English patch, meaning a fan-translated English patch, that being said, it got hacked into the game, and the people who were patching the game didn't exactly have the best interests of speedrunners in mind, so it doesn't run very well.
Yeah, and in the English patch, every time any dialogue box that normally pops up, a second one is drawn over it slowly, showing the English. That was how they hacked it in, which is pretty smart. And but you know, it's not the best for speedrunning. So we're playing in Nihongo.
Yeah, we are playing in Nihongo.
Yeah, it's about, I would say, like 15 minutes slower to
no, it's more.
Even more?
I think it's more.
It's a drastic difference. That's why we choose to play on the Japanese original.
Yeah, use offer code Scion at Wanikani and you could speedrun this game too.
Yeah, just learn Japanese to speedrun this.
Yeah, oh, that unironically.
So, if you're unfamiliar with this game, you start out in a dream sequence, and you are given these 3 characters to name and select stats for. And for the main hero, which is called Speed in this playthrough, we are going to go ahead and put points into intelligence. And if you know anything about S&T, you might be thinking, that's kind of weird. Why would you put intelligence on the main character? You'll see why it's important. And Running, who we usually refer to as the Chaos Hero.
Running is Law Hero.
Law Hero? Running is Law Hero. And his points are like a mixture of speed and magic. And then the Chaos Hero is the final person. The points are all into magic.
Yes. Also, you said that we put points into intelligence, and we haven't put points into intelligence yet. That's later. We put points into speed. That's why his name is Speed, because he's speedy. Because he needs to run away from everyone. So in this game, the likelihood of you escaping from random encounters is due to your level and your speed stat, compared to the opposite demon, the speed stat. So we have to put all our points in the beginning of the game into speed so we can run away from the encounters. And there's many encounters. Encounter rate in this game is very, very high. But later we deal with it in a different way. For now, the only thing we can do is run away, so run away we will. So first of all, sorry, let me talk. It's my run.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. But like, what I want to address first of all is that, as you can see, this is a first-person dungeon crawler. So the screen is all like square, and what's this resolution called? Is this for free?
Yeah.
Okay, this is like this floor free resolution. The bottom lists your party. So for now, our only party is the humans that we just met. I guess, yeah, we just met. Running and Gamer, the best characters in the Shin Megami Tensei franchise. And the top view is the view of the dungeon. So if you play the first-person dungeon crawler, you know how it goes. But I need to explain this in case people who are just hopping in and have never even seen the Shin Megami Tensei 1 are a bit lost on what's going on. So now we're going to rescue our final character, which I almost just called our normal name, which is Mo. Turn off turbo. This uses turbo, by the way, which is why my cursor is going all wacky. Turbo is allowed in this game. Oops. I cannot type gaming. Good. There you go. Gaming. There we go. Gaming. Okay. We're going to be rescuing our fourth character in our playthrough, which is the Heroine. Heroine's points will be into speed, so again, we can run away from encounters, and strength because she's really strong and she's going to beat up everyone in the speedrun. This is going to be our main hitter. So yeah, this is the second and not last for dream sequence. Yeah. And now we are told to go look at a park where we're having our last dream sequence. And from now on, we can actually find random encounters, the ones that we want to run away from. And I can explain what the battle UI looks like. Are we gonna get it? Yeah, there we go. So, in this game, we have the options fight, escape, talk, and auto. Fight and escape are pretty straightforward. Fight, you can fight with your sword, a gun, magic. It's all in English, so it's pretty easy to understand. Escape escapes from the fight. Auto just automatically chooses sword and gun or attack for the demons that can just punch everyone as the default attacks. And talk is the, I guess you could say, main feature of this franchise, where this is technically a monster collection game, kinda, but instead of using other ways of persuading the demons to join you, we talk to them and we reach a consensus, a deal that benefits both of us so they can join us and fight alongside us. And usually that involves giving away money, magnetite, which is the demon's life source. What else? Items, which they like to request a lot, and we never have them. We never have items, so we like when they don't ask for them. And yeah, that's it. Amongst the items, there's also gems, which we especially don't have gems. We never have gems. And yes, there is everything on request, and we'll be getting 6 demons throughout the run, which we'll be getting in the next half an hour. Not half an hour. You know, if it's a good run, half an hour. Yeah.
So we're heading to the to do some shopping now. We're going to be buying one of the most broken items in the early game for this run, called the Hamaya. And what it does, if I remember correctly, is kind of just like a light damage. Is it light damage or is it like an almighty damage
It's almighty.
type?
It's almighty.
Okay, so it's like a neutral damage type item that you can throw out. And because our other characters, Lore and Chaos Hero, they have really high magic stats because we put most of the points into those. When they throw the item, they're going to do really, really high amounts of damage. Way better than the amount of damage they could do with the magic that they have currently. So that's going to be our strat for a little while with the bosses.
Yeah, it pretty much renders the boss fights, these first ones, completely useless, as they don't have enough HP to handle the pure damage that is dealt by 23 points into magic and a Hamiya. So now we're going to rescue our law hero over here.
It makes
we got
very easy.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, very easy, I'm sure.
It makes Delmon very easy.
Oh, it makes Delmon perfectly easy. So Delmon's like the first main reset point. Technically, the first main reset point is coming up, so this is what I'm going to say. We need to go talk to this guy anyways. But he offers the option for us to save the game, which I will gladly take. As if you get very unlucky, the fight that's coming up, which ends by just throwing a single Hamiya, just one. But if you don't have the option or the opportunity to throw that single Hamiya, then it can end before you do so. And because we don't want to see the game over screen just yet, which doesn't exist, we're going to throw the Hamiya.
How many times have you died to this fight?
Like a handful maybe. I
it's
did
only one.
Saturday. You've only done it once?
Only once I've ever died. He put them both to sleep, and the sleep stayed, and he killed both of them. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Gonna throw the Hamaya.
Oh,
And
awesome.
nice.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So panic can also make you not just move. You know, like panic can make you panic, and then you just don't do anything that turn. But we got lucky enough that the Hamiya got through, so we're good to go.
Yeah, that was a
getting
boss, by the way.
Sorry. How do you guys manage the demon combo in Japanese, no English patch? My Nihongo is very jozu. I just read. But yeah, lots of practice, and I can actually read, so I just read at this point. But before I could read, I would just like kind of memorize, understand the patterns. The demon negotiations in this game, it follows like this. You know, it has RNG involved to the patterns, but there's a certain certain patterns to the options that you choose. So you just kind of get used to those, and then you manage. But it's definitely a bit of a hurdle, especially for people who haven't played this game much or aren't familiar with negotiations.
Yeah, if you wanted to run this game, I would recommend trying it in English if that's what you're more comfortable with.
Yeah,
First,
despite
and
the
then
slowness, start off with English, it's fine, we all did it.
I wouldn't start off with Japanese because there's a lot of things going on that you need to understand, and you won't necessarily understand it if you can't understand the language.
Yeah, at the very least, if you start in English, you could like remember some of the like placements. Like, oh, Dia is always in the second one, or oh, this is always in the second one, or whatever. Hey, it's the green jacket guy. Let's go. Best part of the game.
The green jacket salesman, right? So we're selling. So this is more of a recent development of what we're doing here. So I don't remember.
No, we're not.
too
We're
much.
just selling the same things we've always sold.
Well, we sell some equipment and buy some equipment. Son, you know, yeah, you can say about that. I can't remember.
Oh, so first he starts talking, and then he's like, "Oh, please go."
Yeah, I'm like, well, we buy equipment, we sell equipment, and the reason is just for more stats, you know, like,
yeah.
so we don't die as quick.
So we sell a bunch of items. So we sell all our swords and guns, so we can use auto without worrying. Actually do more shopping first. This is a marathon. We sell a bunch of items, so we have money, so we can go now buy a lot of Hamiyas. So we deal with more fights in the future, and we also are going to buy Tamagari. Tamagari is an item that's similar to Hamiyas, but it inflicts light damage instead of all-many damage. So it only works on a certain type of demons, only the Chaos demons. Should we explain alignments? After all, this is a law run. I feel like that's in the title.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we could explain the category a little bit as well, because this is no major glitches, which I think is fairly self-explanatory. We're not going to do any crazy credit warps or break the game wide open with money glitches and things like that. There are crazy amounts of glitches you can do in this game. Any percent is like almost over at this point if you were to do an any percent run. But there's an alignment system in this game, and you could think of it like a line, and 0 is at it starts at 0 and then ends at like 256. Okay, 155, and then you kind of start in the middle of it, and there's a range in the middle, and if you're in that range, then you are aligned neutral, and if you are lower down, closer to 0, you're going to be aligned chaos, and if you're closer to the top, then your character is going to be aligned to law. And you change those. There's a number of ways to change that. The first is just by doing certain dialogue options are going to change it quite a lot. Those are the big ones, but there are other small things you can do to change your alignment, and changing your alignment changes things that happen in the game. So certain scenes will play out if you're in a certain alignment at a certain time, and the route is really finely crafted to be the fastest possible. And also there's 3 endings to the game: law, neutral, and chaos, depending on what alignment you end the game, you get to the end of the game on. We will be getting to the end of the game on the law alignment simply because it's the fastest ending to get. but we won't be law throughout the whole game. We will be in chaos at some point. It will be in neutral, and we'll be changing around. But at the end, we'll be in law.
You can actually tell our
Cathedral.
current alignment with the overworld little blue person that's walking around. That's us. If it's just wobbling from side to side, then it's neutral. If it's rotating clockwise, it's law. If it's counterclockwise, it's chaos. I think it might be the other way around. I actually don't remember, but take my word for it.
Clockwise is law, counterclockwise is chaos.
Okay. Alright, so here's the big fight coming up.
Yeah, this is a dream sequence, so this doesn't really matter. We like to joke that if he binds you here...
No, this is not the dream sequence. What are you talking about?
This is
yeah, it was. Right. It's because you know why? It's because I'm watching the...
You're watching the Discord stream.
Oh, we
No,
won.
I'm not watching. Hey, you did it. I'm not watching I'm watching the live feed. I forgot about the Discord stream.
It doesn't look as intense now. I just wondered. Okay, so
I'm like, this is a dream. I'm like, this is a dream
this is
sequence.
a
You're
dream
like
sequence,
shaking.
so it's gonna be easy. Okay, that was not a dream sequence. This is like one of the big reset points. Yesterday I was doing runs before I did a no reset, and I died here like 3 times.
Yeah.
So this is definitely something that can just happen. You come here and you die because a Doman has a spell called Shibabu, which can bind you. And bind you is a status effect that, as you can imagine by the name, you can't do anything. You just gotta wait for it to wear out. So if that happens and the Law Hero and Chaos Hero get bound, who are the persons who are throwing the Hamias, then you'll just get stuck. If you get lucky, the bind will wear out and you'll somehow survive, but most of the time you'll just have to reset there. And now we have used the terminal. The terminal is this mysterious laboratory that Doman was working on, which can just transfer you between different points in Tokyo. So now we're just in a completely different area, and now the recruitment section starts. We're going to recruit all of our demons before we leave this general area. And now as I'm about to head outside, you can see my line, which should be neutral. Clockwise is the way a clock moves in time is linear starts with an L and law starts with an L. That's how I remember. Okay, thank you, Havoc. That actually makes sense.
Your mistake is always reading Widespread Havoc comment. Oh, it's Dryad. Let's go. Oh, you're underleveled and it's full moon.
This is one of the things that we're going to need to get, Dryad, so remember her face. We can't get her yet. We're too young.
There's several demons that we need to recruit. There's a couple that we're gonna find around here, which are Pyrojack. I don't wanna jinx it. Pyrojack and Goblin being the 2 fast ones you can get right now, or Imp.
Oh, actually, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for Imp. We can go for Kobold or Imp. I usually only go for Kobold later. No, the other way around. I'm gonna go for Imp later, because Imp's slightly harder to get. Kobold will just have like lower demands on Magnetite and Mana, which we do want to preserve.
And
the more we have, the more items we can buy. It's important.
Imps can kill you too.
Yeah, Imps can kill you. Imps and zombie.
Imps and Pyrojacks are kind of scary.
Oh, look who it is. I should kill this one.
Yeah, there's only one.
So we do need to actually get some EXP here. We need to kill like maybe 1 or 2 encounters, and there's a very specific reason for that. But we don't want to get too much EXP. We need to just get just enough to get a level up at a certain point. The way this game does boss EXP is kind of interesting. If you are a lower level to the boss, then you will get more EXP. So it's actually beneficial to be lower level for the boss fights, so you get even bigger EXP from them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna thankfully that allows us to keep up with a lot of the levels of the bosses later in the game.
Yeah, we don't grind
just finding them at a low level gives us enough EXP to get the levels that we need.
Well, anything about this tunnel down here is there's a encounter of a Fornius that if you see him, it's good luck. And
I died yesterday to a Fornius. Yeah, but it only happens in
Your-
like tiny sections, so we're good now.
Your
Yeah,
webcam reaction was the best.
Oh, another try. I still haven't gotten a single
We've
useful
put a
one.
lot of points into speed, but there are still like 1 or 2 encounters we can't run away from. Fornius is one of them, and he can only be found in that basement section right there, and he's quite a rare encounter.
Oh, it's the Jack Frost. Oh.
And Jack
Sure.
Caught him and
Frost.
then released it. Caught him and then released them or something.
We used to get Jack Frost in the old route,
Yeah.
but
Make
not
it-
anymore.
Make a donation incentive or something.
Get a donation incentive. Get Jack Frost, then release it.
Yeah.
Just for the lulz.
Gonna buy some pretty useful items here at church.
Yes, we're going to buy some holy water at church, not even kidding. So
What do you do with holy water, Scion?
Like in real life or?
I mean, this game is based on real life, so yeah, you throw the
Yeah,
holy water
so you
on
throw
people.
holy water at zombies and ghouls to vanish them away. Oh, there's Cobalt, finally.
Oh, let's go. I want to cosplay Kobold. Look how cool he is. Oh,
It ran away. That was kind of risky. I shouldn't have
This is
chosen
one of the
that option.
encounters we usually kill, is that bird-looking thing.
Yeah, the
Forget
birds we
the
always kill. We
name.
can't run away from them. Yeah, Jack Frost can't join my party without my consent in this one, thankfully. Oh,
sometimes
join-
a
join
demon. Oh,
automatically.
here you go. I was about to explain it. Is sometimes when you talk to a demon, you get a yes or no reply or a yes or no question, and if you answer correctly, they'll join you instantly, which just happened with Kobold, and it almost happened with Pyrojack because he asked a question but he didn't get it. So yeah, like Simon mentioned earlier, sometimes these demons will ask you for items that it's like impossible to even get this early, and it's pretty funny when it happens.
Yeah, like rubies and stuff.
Yeah, can't get that. It's like near the end of the game.
Asking for rubies.
So,
So-
you have Kobold and Pyrojack only recruited?
Yeah, no goblin.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure. Goblin is the cool one. Goblin is really cool. Every morning I get dressed looking at a picture of Goblin so I could kind of look like him, but can't get there.
You're too
but,
tall.
yeah, I'm too tall. I can't.
Oh, there he is!
Oh,
There he is.
Let's go.
There
That's
he
me. That's me. Let's go.
Oh, it almost joined us to me.
Oh.
Oh, dude, you're kidding, but like yesterday I got killed by a goblin.
You got killed
It
by.
was
Oh
like-
yeah, I guess they.
It
they
was
could,
like
keep
4
targeting contact.
goblins, and he killed like Oko, Chaos Hero, and Law Hero. But then I didn't technically get killed. I then went and like healed and actually got it. You know what? I'm kind of scared. Let me like kill a couple of
Yeah.
these.
I'm like whatever you're just describing is happening on screen. That you might kill something.
Yeah, let's like make sure it don't happen again.
Man, if only there was a YouTube guide on how to recruit demons in this game. Scion, do you know of a video like that?
No, nothing like that. Sure would be useful.
You go to scion.com, that probably will lead you somewhere that isn't
Don't
that
go
video.
to sign.com. I don't want that.
If you go to YouTube and you go like a science channel, he has a nice video on that. Has English and Japanese instructions.
It's true.
Portuguese video coming soon, I think.
Yeah, that's the next one in line.
Dude, what's up with this goblin? Come
I don't
on.
know. It's just like the one. Oh, he joined. Okay, cool.
Let's
Awesome.
go. Let's
And there's
go.
another one. These are the 2 others that I killed, like the ghosts of them. They come back. That happens sometimes.
Shoutouts to Goblin.
Shouts to ghosts.
Shouts to Goblin.
Actually, shouts to ghosts at 90%. But
So-
not really 90%.
That
Alright,
we got,
so now
we
we're going
fuse
to the
away.
end. I'm not even like explaining what's going on, but that's good. This
Alright,
is
go
spoiler-free
ahead.
speedrun. So remember the Heroine gaming? She's about to be publicly executed, so we're going to rescue her if we don't die in the process. Oh, and we're going to be using Mirage, which is like an all fire magic spell. Chaos Hero is very strong, so it kind of just wipes everyone when he doesn't miss. If he misses, then he probably will just, actually it's kind of scary. But it'll be fun. I've been saving a lot. Nothing to fear.
It's very rare to die here.
I wouldn't say very rare, but it is very rare.
If you're good, it's very rare.
Shut up! It happened to me the other day. The holy waters missed.
Yeah, on the PS1 version, I die here a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
PS1
I mean,
specifically.
I used to die here a lot. I made some adjustments, and now I die less.
Did you start buying holy waters?
No. I just started defending in the last turn with Hero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, aren't you gonna do the PS1 version right after this? Like right now?
Yeah, straight away. I'll just put up my PSCD. I'll do that on the SNES marathon that I'm currently running.
Yeah. Oh. After this is the Portuguese PlayStation party. It's just you playing games.
That's tomorrow. That's June.
Oh man, I still like seeing Majin Tensei on your little splits thing. When's Majin Tensei? Everyone's
They
asking.
can't see
The whole
on
world's
the
asking.
marathon stream. Shut up.
Yeah.
Alright, so we survived. The holy waters did not miss. We're good. And we're now level 12, meaning we can finally get the Druid. So it sure would be useful if she actually showed up. Because usually when you finally get to level 12, they really like not showing up, which isn't very nice. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh? No. Should I just kill this one? Sure.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think
Might be
more
too much
XP.
XP if someone like pops in after.
No,
I
I
wasn't.
It's fine.
don't think so.
It's fine.
Wow.
It is
we had-
Zeno, I believe so.
Yeah, it is the 21st anniversary of the PSX version, so yeah, that's why.
Which is crazy because we did a run at a marathon on this game on the SNES version's anniversary a
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Oh yeah, the race, that was so cool. That was like my favorite moment in gaming ever.
That
Also,
was very cool.
we have boots on the street, and it just came in that Scion.com is not owned by Scion, so don't go there.
Yeah, I said it. I said it wasn't.
It's a company, huh?
It's a
It's
company?
it's a Spanish website, so
Oh,
little
what?
knife in your back. Oh, it's kind of weird.
The betrayal.
Here comes the easiest boss fight that never goes wrong.
Dude, this is a complete. If people are familiar with this game, this is an optional boss. So you might be wondering why we're killing it, but the EXP it gives is so good. Like that's
Yes.
why we're killing it, right?
Now we can
It
get
puts,
a Stoma.
Yeah, it puts Chaos Hero at level 13, which combined with the magic points he learns, because learning magic in these games isn't like exactly level dependent, it's more stat dependent. It's like this weird formula that I don't have on top of my head, but all we know is that the formula gives him a Stoma at level 13, and his Stoma in this game is broken. Because normally, I think a Stoma is supposed to only take off encounters at your level or less. In this one, it takes away all encounters. Not until the GBA version was actually quote-unquote fixed. I think it works as intended. That's just me.
As intended. This is how it's meant to be. Everything's perfect with this game.
Yeah. So no more encounters for a little while, and we will be getting encounters again because we will be losing the Chaos Hero. Spoiler.
Not
And
losing, we
but
drift
a
apart.
Stoma is vital to the run. It's a vital spell. The reason we're recruiting all these demons is to eventually get a demon that has a Stoma, so we can get no encounters because that will just save so much time. As you could probably tell, you get a lot of counters in this game.
Especially in this Shinjuku is like one of the dungeons that you get the most encounters. And you get more encounters every time you go through a door. Like the doorway. So yes. Every time we go through a doorway, there's more encounters, and we just want to avoid having to deal with that altogether. So now we're going to be buying more items, and I'm going to explain the big item of this game.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not sure
charms.
what the item is actually called. Does it have a name?
The
Charm.
charms?
Oh, it's just called Charm? Okay.
Yes.
It's just
Charm.
charm, yeah.
Okay, so we buy charms, and what they do is they inflict charm. So,
Yeah.
What?
very important.
Oops. Wanna explain what charm is?
Status effects in this game are really strong. As you can tell, bosses can ruin us by casting bind and things like that. But it also works the other way. Status effects are really strong against bosses in this version of the game.
Do I
And
save or do I risk it?
you can save.
I say
Why not?
save.
Alright.
You know what this game is like.
I do know what this game is like. I actually died to some Azumis the other day, so
Yeah, it's happened.
it sure has.
With this game in marathons, it's like whatever can go wrong, it's probably gonna go wrong.
Yeah. And what you never thought would possibly go wrong will go wrong.
But yeah, charm is basically confuse, like most games will do.
Yeah, the boss
Except
will
it never-
attack itself.
Yeah, except it doesn't hit you, because you know some games with confuse, like they'll still sometimes hit you. Here, they won't hit you.
Yeah.
They don't always work. If they worked all the time, we would have sub 150s every day. But they don't always work. But that'd be too easy.
Yeah, and pretty much almost in the lore route, isn't it? Like, except for one boss, charms work on.
It doesn't work on Red Phantom.
Yeah, it doesn't work on Red Phantom. Every single other boss, we're gonna charm them. By using those items that we bought, and that is the reason why we put points into intelligence on the main hero, is because intelligence is tied to items, and I have to remember
Like throw
correctly.
accuracy.
Yeah, it's like they become smart. They become smart enough to actually know where to throw it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Their eyes just start working better.
Yeah. I need some of that then.
Charm
Here's the
doesn't stay on for a set number of turns. Like it can just disappear. Like you don't know when charm is going to stop, and that's when it becomes scary. Because the boss is going to get a turn, and they could ruin your day. So there's a little RNG in almost every boss fight.
Status effects can last 1 turn. They can last 2. They can last 30. It's completely random. My personal guess is that status effects are like maybe like 75% chance to wear off. I mean to stay on. Just for me playing over the years. But yeah.
So Azumi joined instantly. Good to go.
Nice.
We can continue. And now we need to get Dryad and Cusif. So Dryad is the green one, and Cusif is a dog. So they're pretty easy to identify. Cusif specifically likes to not show up many times.
Yeah, and good thing there's nothing hard inside the embassy, right?
No, it's like the easiest part of the game.
Thank you, Electra, for wishing me good luck, even though I'm not speedrunning, and bad luck to Sim.
Exactly.
Just gonna ignore that one.
Alright, so we're just heading to the American Embassy, which is the next dungeon, and then something will happen which will change the course of the world, you could say. Again, this is
free. Did you point out that we don't have the Lol Hero and the Chaos Hero anymore? We're with Heroine now.
Yeah, we're speed gaming.
Heroine.
Did you not notice that we're speed gaming? Speed gaming.
Okay. We're with our physical attacker now instead of our mages. And that's why we're getting encounters again, because we don't have a Stoma anymore.
Yes, we do not have... Right, we should explain that a Stoma doesn't exactly work like in Nocturne, where... Does that... I don't know if this works like this in Nocturne, I'm just bullshitting. Where you cast it and it only wears out depending on the moon. Here it lasts within the general area that you're in. So as soon as you leave to a new area, including if either you head into the overworld or you change dungeons, you need to cast it again. Ooh, there's Cusif.
This is the worst recruit in the game.
Dungeons. Ooh, that was so risky. I should have chosen that option. Because we changed dungeons, we stopped having some, obviously.
Yeah, every time you leave a dungeon or enter a dungeon, like edge on my seat with this damn recruit.
Yeah, this is easily the hardest recruit in the game, but it's the last one. Except
He's asking for a lifestyle. Let's go.
No, I still need Dryad.
Okay, we need one more encounter. One more recruitment, and we're done with encounters for the rest of the damn game.
Pretty good recruits overall, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it's been
we're good.
This is
great time so far.
Full moon. Okay,
this is the biggest RNG
fetch. By the way.
Full moon harpy. I love a full moon harpy.
Harpies are scary. They can ruin runs.
Whoops.
Look, good thing here is only 2. Sometimes you fight like 7.
And right there was the power of the heroine. She's very strong.
Full moon.
Just let me talk to it, please. Please.
You can't recruit or talk to demons on full moon. So
yeah, as far as I know, there's nothing in this game, because some games have a way to get around that, but
yeah.
there's
SNT2
nothing in this
does
game.
actually.
Yeah, SMT2 does.
depending on their alignment, I believe.
I'm not sure. I think it's RNG, but it might be depending on the alignment. Alright, so now we just gotta look for Dryad again. We've already found one. We just need to find one that we can actually recruit. If I'd gotten that Dryad this time, would have actually been pretty decent. But not. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it would. Oh, let's go Dryad.
Not that I care, you know.
You can go
In fact,
really
I'd rather
dry
not
on
get
these
a good time.
encounters. Like you could be here for like 5 minutes trying to get the encounter you want. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
I've been here for like 10.
Weren't you
All
like?
in marathon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's just exactly what I was gonna say.
You might be. Go ahead.
Wants Tem Moseki, man. There you go. Hey, look at that backup Q Civ.
Let's go.
I like how they say he-ho. In this game, the whole Jack Frost he-ho thing wasn't established yet. A ton of demons say he-ho. At some point, they made it only a Frost or Jack thing, but yeah, in this little game, a lot of people say it. Now Scion's getting ready for one of the coolest fights in the game. In terms
So
of tech.
the
I'll let
American
Scion explain
ambassador,
it. Yeah, I'll let Scion explain the battle mechanics.
the American ambassador is named Thorman. I wonder if it could possibly be a certain deity. And he asked for our help in destroying the world and sending some missiles blowing up Tokyo or wherever. We say no. So it turns out that this is actually one of God's lackeys, Thor, not a man. Who would have thought? So first of all, we're going to be using a charm to make sure it gets charmed. Charm hit. It's like the first item that gets thrown, so we can always know if it hits or not. If it doesn't hit, then we are in danger zone. And I'm going to use Tarukaja, which is a power buff. And after this, I'm going to auto. Just hope for the best. It was a scary Windows sound there.
Nice.
And there you go.
GG. More intelligence, because intelligence is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tarukaja works a little differently in this game than more of the modern SMTs. It can stack up to like, I believe it's 7 or 9 in this game. I don't exactly remember, but you could stack it like a lot of times. 8?
Yeah.
Oh wow, right in the middle. So you could stack it up to 8 times, and each time your strength damage is gonna, like your physical damage is gonna be much higher.
Funny enough, this countdown is the game counting down to give speedrunners a restroom break.
Yeah, it's true. I won't.
Well,
Unfortunately, we have to get some
I
items
appreciate
during this time. If you can get the items before the countdown if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Wonder what that countdown was for.
Oh, did I tell you about the missiles? So Thor went ahead and just threw the missiles anyways, even though he won. And now Tokyo blew up. Whoops.
Yeah. Bye, Tokyo.
I'm sure it won't be a problem. So yeah, the Heroine gaming saved us all by teleporting us to a different realm, where we're actually going to find the Chaos Hero and the Law Hero, who have also been saved by gaming. And there we know we're going to do a lot of stuff. I'll explain it when I get there. I'm getting too ahead of myself. I'm definitely practicing my mashing. I don't need to practice my mashing. I need to rest my wrists. Anyways, we're here in the realm. And immediately we are greeted by this man who tells us to go get our friends, because all of our demons that we previously recruited and our friends Law Hero and Chaos Hero have been spread about by this dungeon. We need to go get them because they're all like sad and lonely. And I'm getting
right here.
Encounters.
He's getting a bunch of encounters, but because of his speed stat, he can run from every single one with no fear.
No fear.
Probably some fear from the cartridge like breaking or something.
We're just scared of Nekomatas.
Oh yeah. Every game that has a Nekomata or an Alp, it's like, oh, here comes the charm. Here comes me being suicided.
Nekomatas kill you very, very often in SMT2 speedruns.
And now we got Stoma back because we got what's his name? Gamer?
Gamer, yeah. Gamer, the Chaos Hero, has been recruited back into our party, and he has Stoma, so now we can just cruise through the dungeons and not have to worry about encounters. And now we got running over here.
This section is has a lot of downtime. It's one of the sections where you can save a lot of time by having really good movement, and you might not think that movement is that difficult in this game, but it kind of is. There's it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know the specifics of it, but like you have to turn at certain frames in order to get like fast turn and save frames. Like every turn you can do, you can save frames on it, and it's kind of a whole mess, honestly.
Well,
Movement in this game is definitely hard to tackle, at least in this version. Every other version, not so much, but this version, it's definitely difficult.
In layman's terms, basically, whenever you're turning or even going forward, like the process of it, like drawing the next frame of where you're gonna be, if you push up, or like there's other buttons, but up is the most common one. Pushing up or X at a certain time in the next frame being drawn, whether it be left or right or up, like ends the frame and it's on the next one. So if you time it a certain way, you're just constantly like rushing yourself forward. That's like kind of the most basic way I can explain it.
Yeah, it's much better than the way I did. Thank you. So Sion is not holding forward here. He is
I'm
rhythmically mashing
They know
forward
I'm not
every time
holding
he's
forward
moving
because they
straight.
can hear my incessant mashing. There's no way it's not heard in the mic.
Yeah, simply holding up is much slower than even lightly mashing.
Shout outs to Radial's wrist.
Yeah.
Shouts to Radio. Radio's in physical therapy now.
shouts to
I'm kidding.
Radio.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sleeping on the Amazon rainforest to recover his wrist.
Yeah, that's what all Brazilians do to
Yes.
recover their bodies. They go under a waterfall.
Oh man, next time
I
I see
would
it,
say
sympathy save.
That's
Safety
like
save, not sympathy save. Save. This game's actually faster if you don't use turbo. That's not true, but I'm gonna keep saying that.
okay. So we were now requested to go grab two swords. Both are being protected by two different little demon monsters, Red Phantom and Blue Phantom. We only have to fight Red Phantom because currently we are the same alignment as Blue Phantom, which is Chaos, I think. So that's good. It just gives the sword away. But Red Phantom does not give the sword away, and Red Phantom can definitely kill you. Frequency in which it kills you is slightly lower compared to older routes, but this route, it's like, if you get very unlucky, then maybe it'll kill you. But for the most part, you should be fine. So I'm confident that I'll be okay, but even so, I decided to save because this is a marathon and I don't want to take unnecessary risks.
I feel like Red Phantom used to be tougher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It used to be much worse.
It was
Loving the
because
radio shoutouts.
we didn't have the right party order, so we always, it was a mess. Who wants to explain magic preemption in this game?
I don't want to explain magic preemption. It's not too important right now. It's more
Of course
important.
it is like the fight for magic preemption.
Sort of, but it's even better. Like it's even more important later on in one particular fight. So
Basic isn't. Okay, you go ahead.
okay, I'll give it an attempt. So in this game, who goes first in the turn order? Because who goes first in the turn order is usually determined by your speed stat.
Yes.
But there's a bug in the game where if the last party member in your formation who takes their turn decides to use magic, that goes completely out of the window and only magic is used first. So magic will always be first if the last thing you did was use magic, regardless of the speed stats. So that's important, especially against bosses that like using physical, because we can always get the magic off first before they get their attacks off. And some magic in this game, like Zio and Bufu, will freeze and shock the boss, skipping their turn. So it is important that we use magic last, and that's the best way I can think of explaining magic preemption without getting too into how it actually works. Just make
Yeah, I
sure
think
you're
that's
using
good.
magic last, and magic will always happen first.
Yeah. And
And
then
at that point, your only worry is them using magic, because if they beat your speed stat and use magic, they'll go first. So
exactly.
it was a pretty cool fight. Let Sion go for it.
We're going to use one more charm, and we're going to just be destroying them with magic. Everyone uses magic. Chaos Hero and Law Hero do a lot of damage with their magic spells. One's down. The charm hit, so it got stunned. And I'm just getting through the menus. Didn't mess up. Very nice. Good job, me. There you go. And I was almost going to split, but there is no split. So I would have just stopped the timer.
Just split. Just
Yeah, GG's. Run ends. Alright, so now we're going to put points into intelligence. As of now, there will be no more intelligence. Intelligence is over. We put a lot of points into magic for Law Hero, some into speed, and then some into vitality to prepare for one of the upcoming fights, which is the worst in the game. And for Chaos Hero, we just want him to be very strong for the upcoming fight. And so we put all our points into intelligence. Intelligence and magic kind of work both ways in boosting the attack power. That's kind of just how the formula works. So as of now, because putting points into intelligence is slightly faster, we just do that. No, this. Okay. Change the party order. This is necessary to make sure the next fight is safer. And now we head back into Tokyo. And it turns out it's been 30 years since the whole missile destruction. During those 30 years, we were in that realm. And a lot of things has changed. First of all, the whole world is kind of destroyed. This old man asks us for some... Whoops. I opened the menu. Asks us for some money, which we try to give away. But it turns out that the coin that used to be used in Japan, yen, isn't even used anymore. Now they use maka. So we lost all of our money. And now we are conveniently close to Shinjuku, so we're going to re-enter Shinjuku.
I have bottle caps. Weird.
Why did I... Okay. Oh god, I'm not familiar with these names, so I don't know who's who.
Yeah. I saw that and then instantly recognized what you were doing. I'm used to the characters being and
Yeah, mine's usually sa, ka, and mo. So these are not the names I'm used to. So now we're going to be selling the swords that we got from the Phantoms and one that the guy gave us. So we can get some money, so we can buy some necessary items for story events. Hiraya. I actually did a run the other day where I just forgot to buy the Hiraya. That was so weird. That never happened to me.
It's warp back. Yeah, the Heroine is for way later.
I just stopped running. Whoops. And we're going to come over here to this bar where this old man collects old currencies and give him all of our old yen bills for some real money.
Old man collecting currencies. Sounds like me. That currency being retro video games.
Me in the future. Okay, now we head over here to the disco to go talk to this guy who just lets us know about the current situation of this world, where Ozawa, so remember Ozawa was that guy that we had like that one optional fight and he killed his little demon and got a lot of EXP and got a Stoma. Yeah, it turns out he like kind of controls the entire Shinjuku area, not very nicely. So we're going to kindly persuade him to stop and go meet him up at the top of the area.
It's gonna be really quick, but in a fight, maybe in like a few minutes, there's an important dialogue option afterwards that can legit ruin the entire run.
Yes.
But it's gonna be really fast, that's why I'm saying it right now, ahead of time. Oh, full moon. That's cool.
Yeah, if you say the wrong thing, your alignment is going to be completely not what we want.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we explained this when we explained alignment, but if your alignment is not correct, there are certain demons that you can't summon. So if you're Law, you cannot summon Chaos demons and vice versa. And if you choose the wrong option here, you will be Chaos. So you can summon one of the demons that we want to fuse, which is Kusinada Hime, which we fuse so we can get a Stoma. And you might be wondering why we want to get a Stoma when Chaos Hero is here, but I can only explain that in the near future after I do some more things. So first of all, I'm going to stop by this guy and buy some items. I'm going to buy 4 poison plates. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's right. I know how to count. And then I'm going to buy 1 amulet over here from the bottom, and that's it. Now we're going to go to the Fusion Mansion. So what happened over there was we talked to Ozawa, and it turns out he has a really strong demon now and kind of got beat up. And Chaos Hero was very frustrated because Chaos Hero used to be his little, like, you know, gang member. Got very bullied by Ozawa, and he does not like the fact that he's weaker than Ozawa. So he asks to fuse himself with one of my demons. One of my demons that he just steals. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. He's kind of getting fused. Good moment to...
Can't believe he chose Azumi out of all the demons.
Who else would
Yeah,
I
used to think it was random, but it's not random. It picks like was like the highest level. Yeah.
It's like
highest
the
level chaos demon,
highest
most
level chaos, yeah. Or no, it's not chaos, it's dark. It doesn't have to be chaos.
Oh
so
yeah.
There's like a second type of alignment here that only affects demons. So there's the chaos neutral law alignment, and there's the dark neutral light alignment. And there, like, a demon will be dark neutral, dark law, dark light, you know, like they're paired up. And the dark demons are the ones that get chosen for this fusion. So you always kind of know which one's going to get chosen. It's either Imp, or if you got on Kobold instead, it's going to be Azumi. Though it's fine. We're just going to throw a charm here, and it should be fine. I didn't save, so I'm hoping it'll be fine.
I don't think I've ever died here.
No,
I've died to the. I mean, I've ruined a run by saying the wrong thing, but.
Okay, Makaja, Aguao, Zama. Oh, okay. He's charmed, so it's fine. Alright, easy fight.
Here's the hardest part of that whole fight, is saying the right thing. Is it like no yes?
It's yes, it's no yes. Okay, don't confuse me. It's no yes. I know it's BA. That's how I memorized it.
Yeah. Speed running. I like that. You hear that? He's like speed running.
It's what we're doing. Alright, and we're out of here. So we just used Tresto. The reason why we got Cusif, which is a dog, is so we can have this spell called Tresto, which just warps you out of a dungeon. It definitely makes, you know, getting out of places a lot faster.
It warps you out of the last entrance you were at.
Yes. Not necessarily the dungeon that you're in, just the last entrance that you went through.
Yeah, unlike the spell outside in Dragon Quest II, which just takes you outside.
That is true. Kinda.
Right there, he healed, but it was also a alignment thing he did.
Yeah. Here we really have to heal to fix our alignment, or else we won't be neutral, and we can't summon Kusinada Hime, regardless of having chosen the right option or not. So even choosing the right option, we're still not exactly at the right alignment to be able to summon Kusinada Hime, which we were about to fuse. So that just goes to show how messed up it gets when you choose the wrong options. So we have Kobold, Jack Frost, and Dryad for Kusinada Hime. There you go.
After this, Sion's gonna spend 20 minutes trying to find a sylph. Oh, I'm sorry. This is in 2019. Forget what I said.
Yeah, so there's a different route where we have to this really wacky thing where first of all we need to get a human, like any type of human random encounter that pops up, and they have completely different dialogue, patterns. And then we have to fuse the demon with one of and then we have to fuse the human with one of our demons, which results in a random fusion. Random fusion is a fusion that can result in basically a certain range of demons, but it's random which one it's going to result in. You get a little preview. And amongst all of these, we need to get Sylph, which is one of the most unusual ones to show up. And this was just something that we used to do before, so we could fuse the Hinokagutsushi, which is a really strong sword. But this took ages, and it was horrible. And you could have a run where it took like a minute, and you could have a run where it took like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It didn't really matter. So thankfully we took that out of the route, but there's still some versions of this game that do that. Oops.
His friend Sim has a Sylph tattoo, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Why am I lost?
Green Pixie is the best demon in the game.
More like she's Blue Sylph.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Like we call it Impusa, even though it's Purple Abaddon. No, it's Impusa.
Purple Abaddon.
Speaking of Impusa, Sion's gonna do Majin Tensei this Christmas. That's gonna be pretty cool. Christmas falls on the 1st this year, so that should be pretty fun.
Where am I? What is this? I walked into every wall. Jeez.
Dude, I'm just talking because I'm loving Sion's reactions to everything.
I was like trying to figure out where the hell I was.
Hey, it's her. It's Speed.
No, it's not Speed. It's gaming.
Gaming. I'm sorry.
Alright, we talked to gaming. We figured out that gaming is her mind's controlled or something. So we need to go rescue her. Thankfully, we do know a guy. We know a guy in Shinjuku who can do that.
Yeah, I know a guy. Oh, she's trapped and being psychologically tortured. Oh, I know a guy.
Exactly. So we're gonna go get the guy who's currently. He was. Oh my god! Everyone in the vicinity came to greet me. He was being imprisoned by Ozawa, but we kind of killed Ozawa, or rather, Chaos Hero killed Ozawa and then left. But he's gone, so we can go and rescue him. The Psycho Driver, not Ozawa. Ozawa's dead. Alright. We're back to Shinjuku. We use the terminal warped here. We're gonna go to B1F and fight the guard that is guarding the Psycho Driver. Prison.
Looks like a diver. He might be a Psycho Driver, but he's definitely a Psycho Diver.
Are you sure it's Psycho Diver? Maybe it's Psycho Diver.
I mean, the whole thing is he goes into your mind, so it's Psycho Diver.
He drives into your mind, kinda.
Yeah, he drives into your mind, yeah.
Kinda. Everyone can choose their canon. Mine is it's a Psycho Driver. Alright, now we're going to use Tresto, and it actually puts us back in Shibuya. So there you go, we're back in Shibuya. And obviously I'm gonna save, don't even need to mention that, he's a Stoma. Because we are now headed to the biggest reset point in the game, which is the Heroine's Mind Dungeon. Demon that maintains the Heroine's Mind Dungeon, you could say, is evasive. It likes avoiding our charms. It likes not getting charmed by our beautiful faces. So when it avoids the charm, everything comes crashing down. It's the worst possible thing that can happen, as it will kill all your demons. It'll make you waste a lot of money. It'll make you waste a lot of time. It'll probably kill your run.
Yeah, I think this is the hardest dungeon in the game.
Yeah,
Technically,
the encounter is kind of through the roof.
yeah, the encounter rate and the encounters that you like actually do, like the enemies are kind of crazy, and the boss is crazy. Even with the speedrun strategies that have been refined over 1,000 years, we still struggle on this boss fight.
Even
Hopefully
our
this is the
ancestors of 1,000 years ago
yeah
struggle
cartridges
with it.
passed down through time.
It's true.
But yeah, thankfully, hopefully this is the only time we see this dungeon. But oh,
I'm sure you will.
bonus time.
My
That's all
estimate
it
is very, very generous, okay? I can afford to die. Yesterday I did like a bunch of dungeons where I just didn't mash. I switched controllers midway through, and I still finished way under estimate, so it'll be fine. Okay, the reason why like the layout just changes is because we're going through some teleporters. I think you probably figured that out, but just want to put that out of the way. And we are now getting close to the fight.
I think we've all seen the inside of a woman's mind to understand.
Yeah, a bunch of teleporters, some spiders hanging out.
Yeah. Here we go. Arachne.
Okay, use our first charm. Hit. Alright,
Okay.
being very nice. And now we're going to be using some sioneus to make this nice and quick. Uh-oh.
Ooh, one turn bind. Oh, I'm sorry, one turn charm.
One turn charm, that's dangerous. Okay, we got another charm. This is our last Arakaja. One more sioneus.
Okay, I think you're good.
I must... Okay.
There we go. GG.
One of the things that can happen is when charm wears out, it kind of just wears out, you know, you don't know when it wears out until it's too late. And what has happened is I was hoping the charm had not worn out, so I decided to use a sioneus with our best friend running the wall hero. But that very same turn, charm wore out, and Arachne can also use charm. It'll use the spell that inflicts charm. And you can charm Law Hero, and then Law Hero will just use the sioneus on us and wipe the entire party. That's one of the things that I'm always scared that can happen.
Reminds me of the one time back in the day when I was fighting Haniel, and because Haniel could charm you.
Yeah.
And the Heroine got charmed, and she knew how to teach the entire party, including herself.
Yeah, that's one of the things that can happen.
Shout out the old route. Miss it.
It's so good. So good. Old
like
routes,
Xenos.
neutral runs were great.
Zeno said Hamayas don't miss, and that sounds like a rap song to me. Hamayas don't miss.
Hamayas don't miss.
Zeno's upcoming hit. Oh man, I should play this game again. I should
Yeah, you should. It's fun. A bit of a
take
nightmare.
out, put away my Chinese EverDrive and get my copy of this game out. Let's go.
You can also run this on your Chinese EverDrive. Run the English
yeah.
patch.
Oh, never mind. You lost me there.
Alright, we
playing
have rescued the heroine. She's about to join us. She's rescued. The psycho driver is gone now.
Hell yeah.
It's Psycho Driver. I know what I'm talking about, okay?
My
Alright,
favorite dial song.
gaming is here. I'm going to be using this thingy on her. Magic Incense to boost her magic stat. And we are out of here. We're now going to go to the only other dungeon that's kind of available at this point, which is Roppongi. It's known to be a very lively place, but we're gonna go there and find out that the only thing that's living there is actually nothing. There's nothing living there. There's only zombies and then some demons, so nothing. Nothing is living there. Lively is not the right word. It's like unlively. Yes. Oh, I was reading a chat and I walked into a wall.
Yeah, it happens. That's why you never reach out.
Yeah.
When I stream, I ignore chat and I focus on the slimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, you'll never kill a metal slime.
Focus on. Yeah, that's just what I was gonna say. Gotta focus on the meta slimes.
Shout outs to everyone in chat who posted random slimes when I posted the slime. That was cool.
Should I save or am I going to be fine?
I say save for Mizushima's sake.
That's right. Oh, now that you reminded me of that. Yeah, I'll do it. So Mishima, shout out to Mishima. He's the current world record. He's the ever world record holder of this game. He always has a record. Very good speedrunner. He made the route that came from the one I'm currently using, because this one is adapted from his. And he just runs a bunch of games. He's a very good runner. Cool person. He did a marathon run of this for RTA in Japan. Big marathon. Big moment. And died to this fight where nobody ever dies. Like, the charms just kept missing. He ran out of charms. That's basically the worst thing that can happen. You run out of charms and there's nothing you can do. And he had to reset. And I'm not even sure where he had saved before. Maybe it's saved here. But still, it's a time loss. And his estimate was 2 hours. My estimate currently today is 2:15. It's a little high, maybe. But I'm just gonna take my sweet time and, show stuff. I'm not in a rush.
That flash that you saw was like poison floors, but because he used the core shield, we get
Actually, I use an amulet. We don't get the core shield anymore.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Same effect. We use an amulet and the same effect as core shield.
Cheaper.
Yeah, the poison damage just doesn't hurt you anymore. The difference is that the core shield will last an entire moon cycle, and the amulet will only last throughout that floor.
Okay, but you only really need it for the one floor anyway, so it's fine.
I just go around afterwards. So we did that to get this item called the Belial Pot, which we use to trap Belial, which is this demon that shows up here. You can actually enter a fight with it, but you will never win. So you need to get the Belial Pot to get through this sequence. And now as you try to run away, the other butler that served the very nice girl, Alice, kidnaps running. So no more running for us, we're just speed now. And we have to go and rescue him at the very, not the first floor on the ground, which is where we were anyways.
Well, we lost a party member. Sure, he's doing fine, he's very much alive.
Yeah, he's okay. Okay, we're just gonna go get him back. Alright.
Sorry.
We are heading into the fight.
Chat's cracking me out.
So same strategy as before, we're going to be using Makakaja, use our charms, return Qsif, and then just attack.
There's not much risk here, unless like the charms just keep wearing off. But that doesn't really happen. It's never happened to me. You typically do enough damage. That was a Mudo that can obviously kill you, but I never got hit by it.
I have. So if charm wears off and Cerberus uses Mudon, which is an instant kill spell, and it hits, which it can happen, you'll just die. GG's. Okay, we're fine.
I love how confident you were. Like, oh, I have.
No, this was not confident. This was trauma. I remember the days where this has happened in good runs, where I got to Cerberus and then I died. It's happened in old route, it happened in new route. It would just happen.
What's Sochi? Steps?
What? Where
he
did
said,
you see that?
forget it.
Do you mean Soro?
He said, no, it was Sochi. Maybe it was Ro. It looked like Chi to me.
Soro means like about time. Like how you'd say, oh, it's about time that we go to X place. So here would be, oh, it's about time that Law Hero gets sent to heaven. Oh, did we mention that Law Hero's dead? Law Hero's dead. Yeah. That's the only impression I know. So Sochi, I don't know. Okay, so we entered the tunnel that was being blocked by Roppongi's bubble. Kind of. There was like a bubble around the city, and you couldn't get to this tunnel through it. But now we can get there. I mean, of course we can get there. We are there. No one can get through this area. There's like a big crosspath here.
Speed cool.
Yeah, that was the ghost of running. There are 3 locations we can go to. We can go to the police station, which we're not going to go to because we can go to Ginza, and we can go to Ikebukuro. We're going to go the way to Ikebukuro later. Right now we're just going to come here to Ginza. This is a necessary save. We're always going to need to save here. And we're going to get through this dungeon.
On a world record run, you would like save there and then like never again.
Yeah.
Because you would warp back there like what 2 or 3 times, for sure 2 times. But this obviously not much marathon. I go for world record stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to always save back here, like after doing the shops instead of saving in TDL. I'm gonna save here. But yeah, I'm still gonna save other places.
I guess the route changed. I could have sworn you do the
yeah, the route has changed. This is a different route. This is Masa's route.
Yeah, I thought Kate said those first. Or Q said, sorry.
Yeah.
The whole Triasto thing. What's in the cup? Are you drinking tea?
Sorry?
What's in the cup? I just saw you drink something.
Oh, it's tea.
Oh, nice. The drink of champions.
Exactly.
Because I'm not a champion.
Drink of runs.
I would be on Western Break 2 of 3 right now if I was running this.
You can't do that if you want to get sub 2. So now for this fight we're going to use Dormina. Which before we used to use Mazio here, which was a terrible idea. Now we use Dormina, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to put all, or as many demons as we can to sleep, and then we're going to use this item, which is the poison plates. We got them earlier. But the thing with poison plates is that they'll only kill 2 demons at a time. That's why we got 4. So we gotta keep using Dormina every time any demon wakes up to make sure that they stay dead. Or asleep before they get dead. Okay, there you go. Easy.
And that's pretty easy. Yeah, before you do this way later, but I guess evolution.
It's the wrong way. No, it wasn't the wrong way. Never mind.
It's okay.
Invalid run.
Tea drinkers stay losing, I guess.
Sure.
I'm just kidding. Also, I agree with Electra. I accuse the runner of doping. I'm just saying.
Doping?
A little too fast for me. Yeah, I'm just saying it.
I'll get tested.
Even though this walk is like 2 feet, the Stoma is very much warranted. Believe me.
Yeah. The encounters here are very dangerous. You cannot run away from them. You cannot... Good luck talking to them. They don't like your face. They will not be nice. So...
What he did just there with the poking your head out was setting up a Triasto.
Yes.
Because remember, a Triasto takes you to the last door you saw. That's like the most basic way to explain it. The last like exit to the world map that you saw. So that now a Triasto will lead there.
Yeah. And most importantly, by setting your, like doing what she said, or like just popping your head out, instead of being put on top of the building, you're put in front of the building, so you don't have to worry about that very scary step. They're like, oh, maybe I can get an encounter here and I gotta risk it. Which most of the time does not work well. Okay, it's a very nice dungeon that everyone that plays casually does so happily and not complaining at all, and definitely not using fast forward if they're playing on emulator. Everyone that's been through here never went, wow, this share is big and confusing. This path is pretty straightforward, as you can see. So this is Shinagawa. Shinagawa is like the main hub of the Messiah Church, which is the big factor that, the big faction that the law hero works for, running. So we're gonna go there and meet him, talk to him, let him know that we're here for him or something. He's dead. He's been reincarnated, so I'm not really sure how to deal with that. But yeah, but most importantly, we're gonna go afterwards. We're gonna go to the fourth floor so we can get a certain item called the, what's it called? 4-door gem or something like that?
Like the four or something gem.
Yeah,
I think it is the 4-door gem.
yeah. And that item can open the door to the Devas, which are like protectors of Tokyo.
Speed good. Oh, I love that so much, man.
So here we go. For some reason yesterday this fight did not go well. I don't know if I messed up some stat assignments, so hopefully today it's all good. Let's find out. First turn we're gonna use a Hami again, but instead we're gonna use it with a Heroine.
This fight could be a little scary.
Okay, we're good. Basically what was happening yesterday is that Hami wasn't really killing them, so they were like all the new ways were attacking you. There's like 8 of them. But this was fine. Now for all these turns we're going to use more Tamagaris with our buddy Speed. Oh my god, so many misses.
Ooh. Wow, with the Tamagari, 3 misses?
Whew. That is rough.
Well, at least you're happy.
Does not usually happen. At least he's happy. I don't care about his feelings.
Yeah,
Okay,
back in the
definitely
old route when we did this Mahama, that was crazy. This fight was tough. Remember those days?
Oh god, I was just talking to Radio about that the other day. Like it wasn't the worst part of that route. Wasn't even fusing Sylph. It was every other thing that we used to do. It was so bad.
Yeah. Bufula Hamaya. Well, I guess I gotta use Mahama. And they'd be like, oh, I guess I have to use the Soma because she's out of Bufula.
Oh, that was so stupid. It was so stupid.
Oh my god. I miss those days. Can we go back to those days?
I kind of missed them too. Like we were so, I don't know, clueless that what we were doing was just stupid.
Get to the end of the game like 99% of the way and just lose to Lilith. just die to Lilith because she would charm
Not
you.
to Lilith. Oh my god. Yeah,
I miss
that was so
those
stupid. No, and the worst part is that like for a very long time, Mizushima had been using the poison strats. We just didn't know about it. Because we didn't watch his VOD. And like Radio was the only one who knew about it. I'm buying a bunch of charms.
Yeah, there's still a few boss fights left where he needs to use charms.
Yeah. Yesterday I went into Ladon with like 9 charms. And I was like, okay, this is fine for Ladon and Echidna. And Ladon took like 1 charm. And I was like, okay, I have too many charms for Echidna. I died at Echidna.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
this goes to show.
In my PB, I had only 1 charm left for Echidna, and that's all I needed. It happened to work out. I remember Silent even saying like, you need more than 1. I'm like, I just need 1. And funny enough, that's the only time that ever worked. Any other time where I went out with only 1 or 2, it wasn't enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Not even gonna say.
That was like Echidna. Echidna's cool. Remember Echidna used to end our run because you would get like poisoned and like hit and stuff.
It's still
Yeah,
if Echidna poisons herself or itself, I don't even know what the thing is. You can't charm it. Like charm just doesn't work. It basically uses a strat that we use for Lilith and Chaos Zero on us, and it's over. It's like either you manage to kill it before it kills us, or it's over. But either way, you're gonna lose a bunch of time. So here we're going to use Tresto and basically bypass a certain story trigger because of an oversight. There's like a trigger right below this little house, like right below where I'm going to stand in 2 seconds. Like right below here, there's a story trigger, but we can just like kind of walk past it and ignore it.
That's why this category is that's like the main reason this became called no major glitches, because that's technically a glitch. Is it major? That's up to you to decide. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't
Half the game is like real weird with glitches and stuff. The whole concept of magic preemption. Yeah, it's Stoma, the whole thing with magic preemption.
Yeah. Okay, here's Bishamonten. Bishamonten can kill you. Whoops. We're going to avoid having that happen. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
If this item hits, it'll automatically kill Bishamonten. If it misses, then it won't. So we just wanted to hit, and thankfully it hit.
Oh yeah, doing this part, like doing the whole other part and then coming here. I mean, but it's way better because now you're gonna get to Ladon with a little bit more.
Yeah, with more. Whoops. Bonked.
More vitality.
Yeah, with more HP, and it's just better. And no, it's not even the HP. The HP is obviously good. It's the fact that we have Diron. So having Diron, we can heal our health back to full at that fight.
Because normally you just have Diorama with her low magic stat. Damn.
Master is a smart person. No, what can I say?
I almost said, should I run this game again? But got all matches now.
Okay, we're going to be summoning Goblin over here. I'm not even gonna say it, I'm so confident.
Yeah. Confidence is good and never leads to destruction.
Yeah. Especially overconfidence. Always be overconfident. You'll never regret it. So this is a blind room where I'm not going to mess up. I didn't. And Ladon is standing right here in this floor. I'm just gonna walk right to him and use the same strat as always. Charm and then hit. Use Tarukaja, return Kushina Hime, use Charm. Oops, I used Charm with the wrong character. Use Charm.
Yeah,
now
he unsummons
like 4 Tarukajas out. Whoops.
Yeah. He unsummoned one demon but not the other because Goblin has Tarukaja. Shout out to Goblin being like level 2 and still being beneficial. You say you're gonna go for 4 Tarukajas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good now.
Yeah, this fight could still be a little tricky. So now he unsummoned Goblin and now it's Otto's turn. Now when he comes out of confusion, if he comes out of confusion, he won't kill anybody. He'll do some damage, but not enough that a simple charm can fix. And there we go.
Perfect. Very
way
good
easier. Way easier than the game actually can be. Can treat you.
Yeah, like this charm can just like keep wearing out. I've had that happen like several turns in a row, having to cast another charm. So this was really nice.
I was rewatching my PB, showing my girlfriend my glory days when I was good at games, and that fight goes very wrong for me, but I still did it.
Yeah, that fight can like be really slow, but thankfully, like if you'd always been like this, it'd be fine.
And thanks to Trasto, look where we are, back outside.
Yep. Now we gotta walk because this is not a good moon cycle. We're going to head into this reward house, which is some things that just pop up as you progress through the story. You do certain I'm not even sure which one is. I think it's just going to Shinagawa. You go to Shinagawa and this reward reward house opens up. And from this one, if you enter at full moon, you can get a magician's mask, which is an item that's kind of like, you know, in Dragon Quest, you have some cursed items. Play like this cursed soundtrack, like cursed sound effect, which is horrible and traumatizing. In this one, you get this cursed item, but we're just going to sell it for a lot of money, which is what you should do with the cursed items in Dragon Quest 2, I think. Maybe there's like a secret strategy for them, but I don't know. I just don't like them in Dragon Quest. But in this game, they're good. And in this game, we're actually going to use them later to avoid some status effects, and we're going to get another magician's mask. For now, we're just going to sell this one.
When are we gonna race a Dragon Quest game?
So, whoa. I messed up. Wow, that was lucky.
There we go.
I used charm. I charmed Jikokte.
It's okay, you stopped playing charms for Echidna, right?
I have like 8. Should be fine.
Okay. Oh, so not enough. Okay.
But if that missed, he could have like killed many characters. That's why I was scared. No, instead.
Dude, I don't want to jinx the run, but everything's going pretty good.
Yeah, it's going like good.
Like you haven't had to use a safety.
I don't wanna, you know, but it's not going like badly.
Coming up, we're gonna see our good friend Cerberus, but because Scion didn't fuse Cerberus earlier, we're using Pascal. That Cerberus does not join you.
Yeah.
Funny enough, in the GBA, PS1, and Super Famicom versions, Cerberus doesn't join you if you don't fuse him earlier. In the Mega CD and PC Engine version, he does join you no matter what, and the demon is still called Pascal and not called Cerberus, even though he never fused them. Pretty funny enough. Also, in those two versions, that demon is actually stronger than, because I think here it's like a level 43 demon.
Yeah.
But there it's like level 60 something with like Samaric arm or something cool. Here, buying some cool equipment, buying a Pausa P50 and a Sposs 12, which I'm sure Scion owns in his home.
Yeah, of course I own guns in my home.
The Green Jacket Man has become the Green Armor Man, as we can see on the walls.
Those 30 years were very rough. They had to adapt to armor.
Oh man.
Okay, I forgot to set my position correctly, so I'm going to use Stoma. Not gonna risk it.
Yeah, because you can take that one step and still die. It's happened to me. One step, because we're still, even though we have some cool techniques under our belt, we can still die to any single encounters, because we're dangerously underleveled.
I actually forgot to save it in Ginza, so I'm gonna save here.
No, it's because you said you were super confident.
Yeah, it's because I was super confident. I started getting distracted.
You said today's my day.
I did not say that. I would never dare say that. Alright, we have just a couple more purchases to do. What we bought was 2 guns, 1 for each of the characters, and a bunch of equipment to make us ready for all the other upcoming fights, including the last boss fight. This will last us till the end of the game. And now we're going to buy some bullets, because guns are mostly useless without bullets. I don't know. You can try to get creative, but they're most effective when you have bullets.
You could throw the gun.
Yeah, like you could throw the gun, but like...
You could use it as a blunt object or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong gun. Dark Crown, Tetrajama, Metal Boots. But like, if you throw the gun, it only works once.
Did you ever play GoldenEye?
No.
Oh. Well, if you have a sniper rifle, because you have you have like a melee attack, and it's like a slap or like a chop. But if you have a sniper rifle, it replaces the chop with like a. You could use the rifle like the back of the gun.
Did I say?
As like a. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying? You use the back of the sniper rifle?
Yeah. Actually, I forgot. I think you saved. Pretty sure you saved. Pretty sure you did.
Okay, I'm
Didn't just
just...
have a... Oof.
I don't know what was the last time I saved, so you could
Just
go
be
back
extra
pretty
careful.
far.
Just don't die in this part.
Yeah,
Summon Goblin.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Like, what are you doing? Is this a new strat? Yeah, because if all these little tiles where it's like and all that stuff, you can get cursed or frogged. Frogg's actually pretty cool.
Or
but
flied.
Yeah, but if that happens, you can't summon demons anymore. So that's why I said, like, yeah, make sure you summon Goblin there.
And that's why I said we return Tsunade Hime, because if we get that status effect, which we won't, at this point we won't get it, we can't summon Tsunade Hime back, which we need.
Here's a nice JPEG of a head. This is Echidna.
Yep. Never kills you. Ever.
The first question she asks is, do you want to hear that again?
Yes, we know that for a fact.
Yeah, shouts to Sim.
Yeah, we know.
You're gonna hear that for the rest of your life.
Here lies Sim Taylor. He forgot to say no so he could...
Oh, no. When you're going so fast, you haven't got time to read.
Yeah, there we go. That's the.
It was
that's what
in
I like to hear.
English too. Like, you can't even have the oh, it was in Japanese. I didn't know.
Gun.
Die.
It's sound effect. I love this game's sound design
Perfect.
is so fucking amazing.
I'm so glad because I'm pretty sure I did not save. So I was
think you
kinda
did.
scared.
I think you did.
We'll find out now that because I'm going to use trap word, and if I saved, we're going to be here in the same dungeon. If I didn't save, then I'm going to be at Ginza.
It warps you back to like your house. Whoops.
Okay, I had saved.
See, you did save.
I
Yeah.
did save. Okay, we're back to Ginza. We're actually going to go to 2 more reward houses. One to get this one item called the Lotus Wand, which is a sword, and the other to kind of need to save here. But the other to get another magician's mask. This one will actually equip, but not right now. Only when the time calls for such an action, I guess you could say.
Here you could recruit a demon called a Hobgoblin. It's the best demon in the game, according to one Sim Taylor, or I'm sorry, Kenny. Oh, I'm saying Taylor.
I don't know why you're saying Taylor Reaver. That name
Yeah.
has no meaning to me.
I think that's why I was saying it.
Yeah, Hobgoblin is just a buffed goblin. Pretty much has almost the same magic, but we don't need him. Goblin is too good by himself. They'll still both get one shot by late game bosses, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it'll probably still just get one shot by Asura.
Oh yeah, he does. I tried. I tried coming up with different routes, but the Japanese have got this game on
The
lockdown.
Hobgoblin route. The Hobber route.
They should.
Hobgoblin Sensei.
Dude, you're a mod. Why don't you make a new category of like, must use Sylph.
That's called PSX. That's called
Must use
PlayStation.
old route.
Yeah, but that's
called
like
PlayStation
PSX
and GBA. Yeah.
Alright, we got the items. And now we're going to transfer back to Shinagawa. So we can talk to a law hero running and tell him that we killed Echidna, who was like the leader of the Gaian faction, meaning we sided with the law. And we're law guys now. We're gonna be law. And that's important because they're going to open the door to the Cathedral, which is the last dungeon. Not kind of a door, it's more of a bridge, but you go right.
I always bring this up during every marathon when I've commentated or done myself, but every guide will tell you you have to kill the 4 Tokyo guardians to get to the cathedral. You don't. You have to kill just 2.
It's true.
As you can see, we killed Bishamonten and what's the other one? Jikokuten?
Jikoften, yeah.
Yeah. You only have to kill 2, not 4. I don't know why guides say that, but yeah.
Basically, the
Shouts.
Devas are holding a barrier around Tokyo that stops both God and the devil from like coming into Tokyo. And we destroy them so the big flood can happen and they can actually, descend or ascend depending on where they're coming from. Of course, we're going to stop them from doing so anyways, but give them hope, then crush it. Rakunda is the secret sub 140 sim RTA on YouTube.
Always one of my
Tensei,
favorite
yes.
runs to watch because casually it's like a 40-hour game, but like here it's like we're about to enter the final dungeon and the clock is like 1:33. Big fan of that.
I'm going kind of fast actually. I should probably take it easy. Do the cathedral without mashing.
Can't say that on SpeedGaming Twitch TV, man.
I'm going to, the schedule is going to be 2 ahead. Oh, that's not what I want to use. Whoops.
This is like the best marathon run that actually I don't want to jinx it. Never mind.
Don't jinx it.
I'm
The
gonna
game
be
can still
quiet.
crash or something. My
Yeah, I had
SSD
one,
stopped working.
I had one that went really well a couple years ago, or like last year, but that one was like I was being too safe. I think it was like a 2:15 or something like that.
I'm being really safe right now. I'm like saving everywhere. Except for the pussy that I didn't save. But you know.
It's that tea you drink.
Yeah, it's the tea. 61 hours is like a good playthrough time. It's a little long, but it's like normal. We don't expect you to finish your first playthrough at 2 hours. And 2 hours would be a good time, by the way. It's a good speedrun time.
Hey, people shouldn't rush their playthrough of any game. Just do what you want.
Yeah. Don't
Not everyone can be.
Don't stress.
Not everyone can be Dragon Quest 1 and 2 in a week. You know.
It's true.
I can.
Yeah, you can. I was saying, Simon, we should race a Dragon Quest game, and he dodged me like a metal slime.
Oh, I didn't hear.
I've
I said,
also
what
asked
would
him
you
this,
say?
and he also dodged me.
No. What do you mean dodge? First of all, you want to run the Switch version, which is all wacky. It's like all manipped. No. Second of all, I never said that I wouldn't run or race a Dragon Quest game. I just didn't hear the question. So just pick one game.
Doesn't Joker 3 have like multiplayer? We just fight in that.
I think it does, yeah.
Oh, just play Dragon Quest 10. That Dragon Quest 10, we'll just fight there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll just fight in real life too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, just fight real life. We'll just meet up at GDQ
I just
and
fly
just
out
fight.
of California and throw some hands. Easy.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm not. I don't think I'd win. But you know, you never know until you try.
Don't doubt yourself like that. That's the first step to losing.
You're right.
Haven't you heard the story of like the tortoise and the hare? Well, you're the tortoise.
Okay, you sure? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. His speedruns are better times than you.
I mean in terms of like faster or slower. I mean in terms of the underdog. But I forgot.
It's more like David versus Goliath there.
Yeah, but Goliath's faster.
Well, anyways, we're at the
RPG limit break
cathedral.
point. Is RPG limit break even happening this year?
Well, we're still not sure. I feel like they were like having like what's it called? A survey to figure out if people felt like it was safe. Not sure if it's still on. But anyways, this is the cathedral. This is the last dungeon. It's a very long dungeon. The top part of the cathedral is being controlled by the law, the Messiah Church, and we're actually going to go all the way to the top. It's 8 floors, and talk to the big guy over there, so he can tell us what to do. I don't know, I got confused there for a second. So first of all, we're going to go all the way up. Okay, that's all I had to say.
Also, a quick reference in case someone was like, "Wait, shouldn't Law and Chaos both be the same length?" But no, Chaos is longer because in Chaos you have to do the bottom 8 floors twice. You have to go all the way down, talk to Asura, and then Asura says like, "Oh hey, bring me 3 pieces of things, and I'll make you a devil ring." And then you go back to the middle, and then go back down the 8 floors again, talking to the 3 tyrants and getting a piece, like they get like a claw, a feather, and like some item. And then you talk to Asura again, and he makes the ring. For some reason, you can't just get the item the first time down there, so you end up doing a combined 24 floors. Or on Law, you just do 16, the 8 on the top and the 8 on the bottom.
Yeah. This is talking about the categories, by the way.
On Neutral, you have a whole other area you have to go do at least part of, which is why Law is the fastest.
Oops. Which, oops, kind of messing this up. Even in that area, you still have to do less than the guys usually tell you to do. You only need to fight one of the demons that are getting like protecting God or whatever, protecting the Lucifer. You don't have to fight both. That's what we do in neutral. In the SFC version, at least. And right now I'm getting the angels because, sorry, as soon as I get to the very top, the law hero running, it's actually going to be the last time we see him for sure. He's going to tell us that we need to fuse the angel ring, in order to enter the abode of Asura. So I get protected by a special door. First time you go through this, if you haven't read a guide, which I don't think you should, you're gonna get all the way back down there, and realize that you can't open the door. You gotta go all the way back up to fuse the thing, which is very nice. I think it's pretty fun.
When I first saw the law route and all the angels join you, I'm like, oh, this is cool. You got all these angels in your party. They're all strong, but yeah, it's only temporary.
Yeah. And you gotta go to like the special place to fuse them. Like you can't just fuse them anywhere. It's like the special fusion place. I think I said that.
According to LaRue, that's Mito, but I don't know.
Is it?
According to LaRue, like that one guy is.
Oh.
Not the other one, not the one in the cathedral, but that guy is. You should watch his YouTube video. We're talking about it.
Son, how do you memorize these dungeons?
I use the power of memory.
Power of memory.
Yeah, I've played this many a time. And as you can see, it's not like 100% memorized. I haven't played this in a while. And I've been doing runs, but most of them don't get to this part. So I kind of need to practice the cathedral a little more. Probably don't really notice it just watching me play. But every time I kind of mess up and like have to take a second to really realize where I am, or every time I do a missed turn, like I feel like I should, like I turn earlier or I turn a little later, I'm losing a ton of time. I need to not do that. I need to do this perfectly. And yeah, that's why I need to practice just a little more.
If you're like me and you have a bad memory, we have notes with maps on them, and you just kind of look at the notes as you play, so you can kind of memorize where you need to go.
There's many maps currently available. And not only do you have the map, you have like a little red line to guide you. Like this.
You can also just cross the mapper in game. That is something you can do.
Doesn't really help all that much except for the blind floors, but it helps, I guess.
It makes you run slower, so I don't know.
No, it doesn't really. I tested it. I can't believe you don't watch me on YouTube. Well, revealed as a not true sioneus fan.
I'm just kidding. No, that's what I was referencing. I'm like the truest silent fan.
Everyone.
I learned like 7 Portuguese words. There you go.
Oh, really? Do you wanna tell them to the class?
Boa noite, and that's it.
Boa noite.
Yeah.
That's how the Brazilians say. It's not really how the Brazilians say it. If anyone's Brazilian watching in chat is probably going to be very confused that I said that. You managed to mix up both the Brazilian and the Portuguese pronunciation of that word.
What was the word that we... What was the word? What's that drink? Oh, a chai? I was like, oh, it's acai. You're like...
Ah, açaí?
Oh yeah, acai.
Yes. That's like a Brazilian fruit, I think.
It's a sim guy in chat. What's up with him? Why is he saying SMT2 has bad maps? Good, just do Scion's website. Those maps are good.
SMT doesn't have bad maps.
No, I meant the glitched route.
What do you mean don't have good maps? The maps are good. Are you kidding me? I mapped like everything. Shut up.
Yeah, your notes are good. Your notes are good because you routed glitches, but the glitched routes do not have good maps.
The glitch route doesn't have bad. Maybe it does. Actually, I never really.
Yeah, for my notes, I stole your maps. I literally print screen and cropped them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, do you want the
notes.
files? I can give you the files.
No,
I have them. And he's like, no, it's fine. I got this. And then when I went through his notes, it was print screens of my maps, just low resolution.
He has like MS Paint like covering up like your red lines that you drew.
Like his own lines, like in purple.
It says like ignore red lines.
That's actually true, but they're in black. Lines. That is actually true. I did do that, but they're in black. And Sans is in red.
We know you too well. Alright, we are now gonna go through the lower part of the cathedral to head to the final boss fights. Like, I'm legit too early. Like, please start thinking about what I'm gonna do in the remaining 20 minutes. Because it's too long. Do I remember how to do any percent? That's the real question. I don't think I do. I don't think I know the movement. Because I would do a run. Have I mapped all bosses? Yes! I'm pretty sure I have the notes for all bosses. And I have the maps for all bosses. I have run all bosses.
Yeah, you did all bosses for. That was good fun actually when you did that. I'm surprised no one else has done it. I think maybe
Because
Filthy
it
did it.
sucks.
Did you do it, Filthy? Did you do all bosses for this game?
I didn't submit it, but I did.
And doesn't it suck?
I think yeah, it's not great.
Does it suck as much as if Akira?
Oh no, Epicure was fun. What sucks about all bosses? What sucks about all bosses is basically like the entire chunk of like Blue Phantom, Red Phantom, Thor, and Goto is like kind of annoying. And and it's just not fun. And then it's a lot of like weird, like I don't know. I don't think it's really. I don't think it's really
Yeah, it's the Blue Phantom, Red Phantom really part that's really bad. And the Tokyo Destiny Land Devil Summoner, that's really bad too. I personally just get scared every time I go for that door.
Personally, I think the only routes that I thought were actually fun to play in this one are Super Famicom Law. Super Famicom no glitchless Law and Neutral. Everything else I think isn't that fun to run.
Mega 10 opinion time.
Chaos sucks because you have to do the area twice. It's not fun. And then the other versions aren't fun because you have to do self stuff. It's like
Neutral is okay. Neutral can be fun depending on your move. Do you remember that part where in our marathon run we actually did neutral? I completely forgot about that part. Silence. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I went for the VOD the other day, and I was like, wait, this is neutral. In fact, the whole thing was that I died to Asura. After doing Micro or something like that, like I had to do the entire whole 16-minute section all over again. That's why I finished so much further than the pace that I was supposed to be at. But yeah, we're just going through. That was the worst floor, B4F, the one that I just went through. I used Mapper because I'm bad at the game, and
you're not bad at the game. You're not bad at the game.
Oh yeah, the dark rooms in this version are awful. They are just completely blank. Like you have to go off the direction.
They're actual dark rooms.
Not like where you can still see everything.
It's like slightly dim. Someone turned on the lights a little bit.
And like SMT2, I feel like they're also dark, but you can kind of count your steps and know if you've actually walked, like no dropped inputs from the controller because of the mag counter.
You could still like see the map, and you could like still like hear the bumps.
Yeah.
Casually, I didn't use mapper when I played this. I the mapper kind of was. Anyway, casually you kind of just like, oh, I can't go this way, let me go this way. Oh, I can't go this way, I'll go this way.
Mapper actually just like serves to confuse you there in that section, because the map changes with the direction you're looking at, and it just is not helpful because there's so much darkness everywhere. Yeah, Mapper's kind of confusing in the dark places.
You're cursed.
Hey, it's Chaos
you
Hero.
did it.
Alright, so we are at the bottom of the cathedral. Yeah, I'll return. So done.
Yeah, he put on the magician's mask for the. I guess you get like a stat boost, but you get cursed And when you're cursed, you can't get confused or any status effect, actually.
Oh, nice charm.
Yeah, Speed got charmed, but he can't really kill anybody.
If gaming got charmed, then we have problems.
Yeah, because worst case is Speed gets cursed and then shoots gaming with the bind bullets, but because of the curse, it won't even make a difference.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of scary, but yeah, that won't happen.
Here's Lilith, who's used to cost us runs.
Oh yeah.
99% of the game, you would just die here.
It was so bad. We were not
Never
very
happened to me.
intelligent.
You guys die in the weird places. Like I'm just like
Shut
I
up,
never
Sim.
die here.
It says
Like what are you?
yes to
What's
Echidna
going on?
and resets.
Ooh, let's go.
Anyways, we are past the.
Take my
we
first
killed
completed
Chaos
run.
Hero.
Let
Did
me-
you notice the part where we killed Chaos Hero? Yeah, we killed Chaos Hero, and we this is auto battle of the game. We are now going to fight Asura. The strat for Asura is slightly different. We're going to try and bind Asura. I'll know when Asura is bound because of an extra text box, and after that we are going to summon Goblin so we can use Tarukaja. Okay, there it was. Who do I heal? Heal you.
Bring out
And now
the
we
goat.
just gotta hope that he doesn't get unbound as we use Tarukaja. I forgot to use
Please,
the
Goblin.
pentagram.
Please survive, Goblin. I love
Come
you,
on, Goblin. Come on, Goblin.
Whoops. What am I doing?
Goblin tends to stay alive during marathon runs. I'm not sure why.
You were saying?
Oh no! How many did you get off?
It's
Two
pretty
in turn?
bad.
It might be okay. It should just be kind of a long fight.
Yeah, it's to be a long fight, but you'll be fine.
I don't know. I've been dying, so I'm hesitant. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm very ahead, so.
Yeah, you got all the time.
We can be here for a while. Not even gonna auto.
I just love that we use Goblet on the last boss. You know, it's like a level 6 or something demon.
Yeah. 39 health, and he's still carrying some weight.
Yeah,
Because,
those
like,
buffs
I
are
know
just so useful.
he just did 84 per sword hit, but that you get enough Tabarkajas out, you could do like 200-300 per sword hit.
Oof.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really like if you're
boy.
going for PBs, this could just end your PB. Yeah, you could be 2 minutes ahead, and if you don't get lucky here,
Whew.
then you could lose all that time.
I'm just looking for a sub 2. Actually, yeah, you go sub 2, as long as you don't take 4 minutes in this boss fight. Credits are 4
Holding
minutes
my
long.
breath. This
Yeah,
is
you
a
got-
long
you gotta-
bind.
You got a good bind here. He's getting a lot of attacks off, and he's not healing. This is good.
Yeah, Oscar has 10,000 health.
If we got like seven or so Tarot off, he'd be dead by now. He'd just be dead.
Yeah. He dies very quickly with no lot of Tarakajas. But he healed and only got like one Tarakaja out, so.
Yeah,
I think it
that
was
was
two
like
actually. Oh, there you
so.
go.
There we go.
GG, easy. Put points in luck for every reason known to man.
Of course.
It's funny you level up here and you put points, but they don't matter because you beat the
Yeah.
game.
It's the end of the game.
I think they have it there because if you play neutral, you have to go back and fight law.
GG's.
And that's it.
Time only ends after the credits, and because we have a lot of time, we're just gonna watch the credits as I. Yeah, GG's everyone. This was the last boss fight. I was very focused trying to make sure I didn't die because not getting enough Tarakajas out means that I can actually die. I've had that happen not only one time in the last couple of weeks, so I was really trying to avoid dying and having to do the entire lower cathedral again. But yeah, this was a good run. This is a sub 2 run on the marathon. This is a little too good, maybe. I didn't expect it to be this good. I'm sorry for my estimate. It was not a good estimate. I should have put like, I don't know, 2.5 or something. But yeah, first of all, I want to thank SpeedGaming for having me, obviously, for hosting this beautiful SNES game marathon. I want to thank my my good friends and commentators Sim and Sophie for being here with me, giving me emotional and commentating support. And I want to thank everyone in chat for watching this run. I always have a lot of fun running SMT1 when it's not for BBs, in which case I don't have fun at all, I just suffer. And it's fine to, it's like enjoyable to be here and get to do a reset, not have to worry about trying to get to sub 2, not sub 2, sub 150 and losing my mind. This was fun.
What
Any more
was your
shout-outs?
estimate? What was your
215.
estimate?
My estimate was 215.
215. You absolutely can get it like that long if it's all RNG. You know,
Yeah.
so.
Like if I died to Arachne and then died to Echidna, like I almost died to Echidna. Actually, I kind of did. I almost died to Echidna in my mind, but I didn't actually die to Echidna.
This is a really good run. It might beat my PB. I need to check what my PB is actually.
I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
close. Aren't you like 148?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
158.
158.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like 157 something.
Wow. Fantastic
Sub
run. Man.
Sim, let's go. If anyone watching wants to speedrun SMT1, you can join the SMT Discord. The link is on speedrun.com. There's a lot of resources on speedrun.com as well. But if you go on the Discord, you can just ask anything you want. You can even ask about the 80% run, and we will not bully you. I swear. Even though, personally, I'm not a big fan of that run. But, you know, it's not like I haven't done it. I'm not gonna sit here and be an hypocrite and say that, oh, I would never touch that run. Like, I've done it, but it's not. I don't love it. But yeah, you can go and ask about it, and we'll help you. We'll help you with anything. Yeah, shouts to Mishima, who's the world record runner. We already mentioned him. Shouts to Radio, ex SMT1 runner, I guess you could say. Shouts to Electra, runs SMT2, kind of. Nothing to do with SMT1. We'll run SMT1 one day. Shouts to all the SMT1 runners that are in chat: Zeno, Sim, Sophie, B-Man, maybe. I'm not sure if I saw B-Man, but B-Man is in my heart if he's not in chat.
B-Man just sleep. He's sleeping with his rats.
With his rest. Alright, time is coming up. It ends at the period on end. Someone asked about 80%. Can confirm there was no bullying. Yes. Like my first instinct was to be like, what are you doing? 80%. But I actually answered politely.
Shout out to Stone Umbrella. It's my only shout out.
When we're doing all bosses
Hi,
for a
man.
marathon, way ahead of you. I've already done all bosses for a marathon on this very channel.
Time is on the period, which is right to there.
GG's. Sub 157.
Nice.
Not even
Oh, that's
hard.
that's a really good.
Not
That's the
even
best
hard.
marathon run. GG, man. Holy shit.
GG's. God,
Congrats.
so good at this game. This is a really good run.
Yeah. That's a freaking phenomenal run.
It's a little too good.
This is it's only like 8 minutes from the world record. Seven minutes.
That doesn't
8,
sound
9
that
minutes.
impressive, but
I mean that's not that much time considering all the safety you did and the
Yeah.
amount of RNG
Yeah.
that you need. Like, could you imagine if you got fantastic Zero RNG? This would be like a minute, 2 minutes faster.
oh yeah, a good Astra. This would have been like maybe sub Sophie. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was an amazing run.
Yeah, I want to personally apologize to the people who made the schedule, the organizers who probably didn't expect this to end so quickly. I'm sorry. I was like so
They're like-
concerned about the stream being ahead, like the marathon, and now I'm putting this 20 minutes ahead. That's why I
You
forgot
have 20
about it.
minutes. You could squeeze in a quick 80% run right now.
That's what I was saying. I would have done. I don't know the movement, like the glitched movement. I would totally do a 90% run now in 20 minutes, but I don't know how to do the movement. I know how to like talk to ghosts, but I don't know how to do the rest.
You know how to talk about ghosts? Let's go. Oh, you're talking about the game. Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
Let me just talk to the organizers. Do you have any more shoutouts? Well, I just messaged Fizzle real quick.
Shoutouts to Stone Umbrella and Wanikani and all gorilla enjoyers like Widespread Havoc.
Bear
Don't start
fatties
this.
be
Don't
damned.
start this. Cut the stream.
Cut the
Hey,
stream.
come on, Mike.
The big bear industries don't like what I say. The big bear money.
Alright, then I feel like we can just cut stream. I think that's what was the rules. So thank you everyone for watching. Again, join the SMT Discord if you want.
Some glitches.
If
Go
you
sub to Zion. Go give Zion some money.
don't give me
If you
don't
enjoy
need
this
to give
run.
me any money. No. Show some glitches? Actually, can I show some glitches? Is there any glitches that I can show?
Except for credit warping, you can
Game is
credit
not-
warping.
But this game has no glitches. What?
You could show off the shop glitch that everyone can do, and it's super easy to do, but it's not really that.
It's kind of like not very exciting. But I
except
don't
for
really know
credit
what else
warp,
to do other than the shop glitch, kind of.
just going out of bounds. That's really the big glitch, right?
Yeah.
That would require at least, unless you
takes
have like
setup.
a save state or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have it. Like I was thinking maybe my flash cartridge would have it, but it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Yeah. So duplication.
Yeah, duplicating heroines, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
See, that's something I could actually show off if I had the save state for that. I might have it on an emulator, but I don't have it on console, which I'm running on console. Yeah, so I don't think we gotta wait for the organizers to say, yeah, you're good to go. So I think I'm just gonna cut it. Thank you everyone for watching, and have
Peace.
a good rest of your marathon. Yeah, bye everyone.
Later.
Bye.